30-minute musings on a Saturday? On an Army-Navy Saturday. You're damn right. Guess what I'm going into work to do? Yup, we still got some college football to be played before all the bowl games and the playoff and all that shit starts up. Welcome on in, everybody. You get a partial weekend edition. Why do I say partial? I don't know. But, as I pop my neck. How are things by you, everyone? It's, boy, my car thermo. We're getting close. I don't know what day it is specifically. Well, I know it's a Saturday. Whatever, it's 10th, 11th, 12th, I don't know. I really don't look at calendars anymore. It's just, do I work today? That's all it is. It's Saturday? Okay, I gotta work. I gotta do this. My car thermo is showing 84 degrees. Keep that in mind. The Army-Navy game 2015. It is December whatever. And my car thermo is showing 84 degrees. 83 now, but whatever. You get the idea. It's north of 80. Are you kidding me? Streets are kind of busy right now. Kind of surprised seeing that it's a Saturday. Especially, it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Have not been getting good sleep lately. Now, one night that was due to sitting up and bullshitting with my brother. Having some drinks, just talking some shit, you know. I think I got to bed around 4 o'clock in the morning. Something like that. Throwing down drinks on an empty stomach, that was never good. So that was a hangover the next morning. The next day, pretty much. I like Canadian Club. I do recommend it. Just not on an empty stomach. That's the part I would avoid. Or prevent, if you can. Why the fuck is it so busy? There was something going on. Like, I heard all kinds of noise the past couple of days. Well, that's another thing, too. The fucking construction outside of my place is literally, like, right there now. It's not just... Because, like, it's a parking lot. Well, it was a parking lot that was next to me. But they're building up some kind of a complex there. I don't know if it's apartments, condos... apartments, condos, something, whatever. But they were starting on the far end. Yeah, like, if the lot is next to me, well, across the street, so to speak... Next to me, whatever. Virginia plate. It was on the far end. Now they're doing all the construction just that side of the sidewalk, on the close end. And every fucking machine they got, beep, 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 beep. They're always backing up. I don't know why. I mean, if you want progress, you gotta move forward. Michigan plate right in front of me. And this light never fucking turns. Why am I getting a red light here? Hey, and check that out. That's an Illinois plate, and there's an emergency vehicle coming up behind me. You might be able to hear it. This light better go green by the time that shit happens. Woo, here we go. Now let's crawl our way further down 95, shall we? God damn. It's a little bit of insanity. But, the other noise I was talking about, I don't know if... the boat show was a few weekends ago, whatever. But it sounded like there was something going on outside, like somebody on a PA system. I don't know. And it was coming in waves. It wasn't just a sit-down stationary type thing, like it was, a little bit of talk, and then I was hearing loud music. I don't know if there was some kind of fucking event going on, I don't know. But I thought there was something happening down on the water, out on the canals, out on all that stuff. Oh, look at this guy. Fucking around with your trunk. And the light goes green, you fucking idiot. I never understood that about people. Like, you're at a red light and you gotta, let me run into my trunk of my car for something. What? that literally can't wait. Massachusetts plate. And the, looks like an ambulance. Still coming up behind me a little bit. Hey, I'm just trying to I-95 this son of a bitch. That's all I'm trying to do. Let's get through the intersection here, though, huh, people? What do you say? What are you doing? You're just gonna... Let's go, lady. It's always one dumb broad. It's like you were up at the front of the line. Get through the intersection, then pull over. Well, hell, just keep going, actually. Fuck, you're on the left edge. You're right on the median. If he's got to get through the intersection, or make a turn, in the intersection, get through that son of a bitch. Stay fluid, stay moving. It's tough for him to get through if you stop everything. And everything behind you has to stop, and then that's got to stop, and eventually, the emergency vehicle can't move. The light's green, just go, you're all right. And I know it was a dumb broad, that's why I said it. That is the same Massachusetts plate. I can tell because there's like a strip on their tire. I don't know if that's faded away or a bit of paint. Something. What is that plate? That plate is New Jersey. That one was a little more faded than usual. Like the normal New Jersey plate that I see, it's kind of like it's black lettering, and then it's kind of a yellowish plate itself, kind of faded a little bit. That one was like extra faded though. It's not a dominant yellow like the New York plates that are taxi cab yellow. Them some bitches stand out. And I don't get this why Florida plates are usually just on the rear of the vehicle. I don't get that. Wow, there are people driving around like fucking idiots today. Unreal. On a Saturday, people, really? So, I mean, this is no different. You'd think it was a Monday through Friday the way things are for me. Jesus. So there's been all kinds of noise outside my place, which makes sleep a little difficult, even if I'm looking to wake up at, 9 o'clock in the morning. Remember, I used to wake up, well, I don't have to be at work, until 4 o'clock or something if it's kind of an afternoon into evening shift at the station. I'll wake up at noon. No, I stopped doing that. Let me hit the pillow at whatever time. 1, 2, 3 o'clock the latest, wake up at 9. I can get more shit done in the morning, and if I have any running around to do, whatever, post office, bank, something like that shit, get my car fixed up, do that. Instead of waking up at noon, well, fuck, now do I have enough time to go get that done, because I got to be to work at 4, I got to cook my food, do all this, blah, blah, blah. Do I have time to do that? Now I do. Plus, if I wake up at 9, even if I'm slow to wake up and get my ass out the door, it's 10 o'clock by the time I'm walking out the door to go do whatever. Most businesses, 9 to 5, okay, so I wake up when they're starting. Good. Shower up, do all that. There's the New York plate, the yellow with the blue letters. Yep. It's like I'm bipolar, just talking one thing and all of a sudden, gotta talk about this now. But if I wake up at 9, that's fine. Well, granted, some nights I'm not done with work until like midnight. So waking up at 9, well, you fucking lazy bitch. You gotta get up earlier than that. Yeah, but when I'm leaving work at midnight, I'm getting home around 1 in the morning. I don't have the 9 to 5 thing. Matter of fact, it's all over the place. Today, for the Army-Navy game, it doesn't kick off till, 3:30? Well, I think we start pregame at 2 o'clock. So granted, it's 1 o'clock right now. Granted, traffic and all that shit, I usually leave an hour before I gotta be there. And sometimes that shit's cutting it pretty fucking close. But it's not that far of a drive, it's just the traffic. Like this jerk off in a U-Haul trying to cut off the merge lane. Oh boy. And he better be quick on the gas pedal when that light goes fucking green for us. Just breathe. Just, shake it out. Just shake it out. Side note, don't know what to do with the facial hair. I got a sort of an Abe Lincoln chin strap back going on. Because remember, I was the Joker for Halloween. So I absolutely shaved clean for that one, just so I could get all that face paint on. And what a splendid time it was indeed. It was a magnificent time. You should have been there, and if you want, you probably saw the video. That was fun. I honestly would love to do that again. Just get a better costume and have more time for makeup. This motherfucker in a Kia here. I mean, you cut me off like, oh. If I could be a video game, Grand Theft Auto, I ram him off the road, beat the fuck out of him, and then trash his car as he runs away screaming. Beat the fuck out of him, not kill him. Nice car. Pop, pop, pop. Shoot it a couple times. Too bad it has holes in it. That lowers the value, Crowbar, baseball bat, something, I don't know. If I were a video game, oh man, that son of a bitch. Now don't get me wrong. If you want to talk legal, yeah, let's talk 55 miles an hour, because that's the limit. I get that. But cutting motherfuckers off just so you can get in front of the fucking, the on-ramp, come on. How important are you that you're driving like a fucking psycho on a Saturday? How important are you? Other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, what'd you think of the play tonight? I know. What's the other one you got going, Mike? You ain't got to get hot about it. Yeah. It's just an everyday thing. It's funny to hear, like maybe people back home, people I went to high school with, like, oh God, traffic today, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, you don't know what traffic really is. You don't. You have no idea what bad traffic is like. Now I understand if the roads are getting a little snowed up and iced up, because that's, up in Wisconsin. I get that. I know how that is. Like, oh, people flying off into the ditch, if they don't know how to drive and they have a front wheel car, you can't counter steer those as well, blah, blah, blah. I get it. And it's always going to happen. Don't know how. It's just always going to happen where somebody flies off into the ditch. But, there's dummies all over. Every road and ramp and highway and state road and whatever you got. What is this? That looks like Texas. That looks like Texas, and it is. Texas plate. Don't you love it? I mean, as much as I talk about plates, you'd think I'd be talking about food. Cars. Remember the car episode? Jesus Christ. There's a BMW 328i, it looks like. There's a Pontiac G6. I'm telling you. Just to take in my surroundings. It's tough to describe how awesome it is to see palm trees every fucking day. One of those things that, somebody, when I first moved, I was in Orlando. First got into Florida. And like we were on the second floor, top floor, whatever, of a little apartment complex. And right out the back, like off of our porch, had a screened-in porch, there's a couple palm trees out there. And I was like, dude, this is paradise. We had, like the screen door was closed, but we had the sliding door open. Like for, I don't know how many months it seemed like. Because the weather was just that nice. It wasn't even humid out. Like, dude, this is great. Palm trees there, a squirrel runs up a palm tree. That just blows my mind. Because it's not an oak tree, it's not a maple, it's not a spruce. Another New York plate, the yellow with the blue letters. There were the kids living right next to us. They were from Massachusetts. Like, dude, the palm tree thing, yeah, like it's cool, but after a while you'll get used to it, you get jaded to it. Maybe to a degree, I do, but still. You see, it's like, yep, I live where these things live, so to speak. Like, this is the natural fucking, what would you call that, the flora and fauna around me? Like, this is just standard. There's palm trees everywhere. Not too many people associate, igloos with paradise, but palm trees, they do. And they're everywhere. I mean, yeah, that's just part of the decor for some places. Like, I don't care if it's the fucking Bass Pro Shops. And they got them, planted out in front of that place. They're all along the highway, that city beautification shit that places do. All along the fucking highways. Here is, what's that? That's a Hyatt. Hyatt House. Yeah, they got them out in front of there. Here is, Best Western on the other side of the highway. Yep, they got palm trees right outside that fucking place. I think I'm heading south. I just passed the exit to Sheridan Street. If you're keeping score, keeping track. What is this? Auto Group. They got them. Boom. Palm trees there. There's a McDonald's, same side of the street. They got palm trees out in front of that fucking place. Penn Dutch. Palm trees there. Oh no, I'm about to hit the exit to Sheridan Street. Well, I'm driving past it, that is. Not that I'm taking it, but there it is. The water tower for the city of Hollywood. Palm trees all around this bitch too. TGI Fridays, yep. They got a palm tree or two out front. Motherfucking Denny's right there by Sheridan at I-95. Been there a couple times, and they got palm trees. Got other trees, but they're just everywhere. I mean, you would literally think that I'm on like a desert island. It's much enough to all these palm trees everywhere. Really? Yeah, they are. They're everywhere. These kind of mangrove plant-looking things. Don't know what they are. I'll have to do homework on that. But those are all over the place. Really thick, leafy sons of bitches. And even my mom said when my family was down for my graduation from college, my mom was amazed at like the clouds down here. Like I don't understand that. I mean, maybe it's something to do with the elevation, the sea level, shit like that. Because Florida is a swamp. I keep saying it. And maybe just the cloud cover's a little different. Maybe the humidity has something to do with it. She was somewhat amazed by just, the formations of the clouds and shit like that. Like, it doesn't look the same. Maybe it's the ocean breeze, the salt in the air to some degree. Like, maybe that's got something to do with it. I don't know. But, just one of them things. Apparently the clouds here are also unique. Well, let me make my merge because Pembroke is the next exit. Yeah, amidst all the bad drivers and all that shit, yep. You're coming to vacation. You are a snowbird where I live. I'm not running my ass up to Albany. Never been there, got zero fucking ambition to do so. The Massachusetts plate, the New York plates, the Texas plate, you're all coming here. And I live in this shit. When I say shit, I mean that in a good way, but I live in this motherfucker? No, that sounds negative too. Buddy, just keep going. Keep going. I got you. I'm in my lane. I did my merge. I'm good. Boy, that sun feels warm coming through the windshield. Right on the forearms. You're doing that 10 and 2 driving shit. Right on the forearm. That's good. That's warm. You know me. I don't get out to the beach that much, if at all. Mike, you're right there. Yeah, it's tough to enjoy paradise when you live in it. Because, you're not on vacation. I mean, you got to work. You got to pay those gimmicks in the mail that, called bills. Those motherfucking things they keep sending. Got to pay that shit. Oh, it's terrible. Man, it's just terrible. Sorry, I was just in thought there. Had some things swimming through my brain. That was a long pause, wasn't it? Jesus. While I was merging, I didn't want to get rear-ended. We know how that goes. And I just lost my brain a little bit. Got it back, though. Can't lose what you never had, Mike. I know. Shut it. How much time do we got left? Oh, it's still 8 minutes. I'm already out of Pembroke. Working my way past the Coca-Cola plant and the shitty-ass golf course right next to the trailer park. South Park Road and Pembroke. That's the intersection I'm cutting through. Oh, man. Snapping my knuckle. There we go. Like, I got my hand resting on the center console. If I keep my phone usually in my cup holder. So my hand is right over the phone when I'm popping my knuckles. Well, I can't always do it. I'm driving with one hand. Oh, shit. Why do I feel sleepy? Well, no, I woke up feeling groggy again today. Just not feeling right. Drank a decent amount of coffee, so hopefully that'll start kicking in. Probably not. I just enjoy it. Is this guy got a fucking like a wood stove in the back of his truck? What is this thing? Or a water heater? It looks beat to fuck. I can't tell what it is. Buddy, if you're gonna go, go. I don't know what that is. It might be a generator now that I get close. Oh, Jesus Christ. If you had to get over to the far right lane, why were you in the far left lane? Or at least slow merge it. Get into one, go, I don't know, half a mile, then get into that other lane. Just tells me you don't know where you're going, or you're not paying attention. Or both. Yeah, all that, the guy with the generator in his fucking truck. Better hook that thing up to his brain and fire it up. Jesus. And with talking with my brother the other night/morning, however you want to look at it, yeah, we're just bullshitting about all the stupid shit we're going to be doing when I get back up there for vacation. It's like, well, what are we going to be eating these days? I was like, we're going to have steak probably a couple days out of the fucking time. What about, what is this? Was this, the plate says San Juan. No shit, Puerto Rico? Huh. That was weird. Well, they got that vehicle shipped over, that's for damn sure. Can't drive across that water. I don't care if you got a Jesus car. As opposed to a Tesla, I don't know. A Lamborghini Diablo? Well, that's the opposite end of the spectrum. Anyway. We're saying, maybe we'll have like a fucking, like some burritos or fajita taco type day, you know? Steak, chicken, ground beef, load them sons of bitches up, onions and peppers and tomato. Oh yeah, my brother is a fairly hefty son of a bitch to begin with. Now, and I don't mean that as any offense to my mom when I call him a son of a bitch, but he's a fat fuck, as George Carlin would say. You know, and a fat fuck is much like a skinny fuck, a short fuck, a tall fuck. Fuck in this essence is the same meaning as fellow. But he's a pudgy little sumbitch, a fat fuck. He loves his beer and he loves his food. Never lifted a weight, never watched his own. But just even pitching ideas of like, yeah, no, steaks this day, we'll try to get some of this, maybe some ribs or blah, blah, this and that. Fajitas, burritos, tacos, whatever the fuck you want to load them up as. And it's, oh yeah, that'll be great. My mom makes like the best 7-layer salad. There's really nothing to it. But we eat like a shit ton of it. Like every day, I swear to Christ, last time I was up, she must have made that shit like 5-6 times over. Like every day. She'd make it, boom, it was gone. There was a Texas plate. And I mean, yeah, what, salad and peas, a little bit of shredded cheese is in there, maybe throw in some olives, black, green, maybe both. There's probably onions, chives at least. If there's not onions, there's chives. Something with that little bit of fire kick to it. Green peppers are in there. It's usually different. Every time it could be different by an ingredient or two. And then, you know, it's just, she used to put everything in all together. But, you know, because lettuce is very fucking brittle. I mean, if that shit's, you know, sitting around too long, you know, like if you have some kind of whatever dressing of your choice, you're going to put blue cheese on there, put some ranch on there, drizzle it up, whatever, some Italian dressing, doesn't matter. That lettuce is going to absorb it and just become just a sloppy, slimy fucking, you know, weed. So she just keeps it dry, if you will, and then, you know, you scoop out what you want, put it into a bowl or on a plate, and then you put the dressing on that you want. Maybe you get some bacon bits on that son of a bitch. Whatever, but every time she makes that shit, a big bowl of this shit. And we kill it basically that same day. And we must have gone through, I would say, I was there for about a week. We probably killed off like easily 5, 6, 7, you know, cauldrons worth of this shit. So it's just goddamn. And that's just salad. We're not talking steaks and, you know, if we go fishing and, well, not that we never really did that. Go fishing and catch something worth cleaning, gutting, and cooking that day. 2-minute warning. About to make my turn, though. Down West Island Drive by the North Perry Airport. Well, we're already talking that. We're talking, well, my brother, it's months in advance. Yeah, well, what kind of shit do you want to drink? I'm like, well, there's going to be Captain Morgan. Keep some vodka around because we're going to be drinking melon balls because, you know, Archer. And the fucking animated show can get you hooked on a drink. It's basically a screwdriver with melon liqueur in it. Something going on here at the church. Yard sale over there. Okay, a bunch of stuff going on in the neighborhood here. Neat. Just over a minute to go. We're already talking drinks and what to eat, grilling, and all that shit. Already talking that stuff. What movies we're going to be watching. Well, not just that, but we've been on a kick the past 2 years of watching a superhero movie in the theater, you know, as it gets released. We did... Was it Age of Apocalypse? No, we did Days of Future Past, and the year before that, Age of Ultron? I forget which. 2 X-Men movies. But coming up, the time frame in which I'm looking to get up there for vacation, Batman vs. Superman hits theaters. So we're going to go and watch that 3 years in a row, where we're going to go to the theater and watch a superhero, a comic book kind of movie. So again, we're trying to keep that locked in. True, whatever, it's tradition. We're aiming for 3 years in a row. Why the fuck not? We kind of know everything else we're going to do, just, whatever. Yeah, we know we're going to be grilling. Just how much, what are we going to do specifically? Is it going to be ribs? Is it going to be this or that? Oh, well. I got to roll. Army-Navy game coming up for me. So, till we meet again. I'll catch your ass down the road.